Good
Good morning.
morning. Happy Saturday. Can't believe it's Saturday. Yay. Again. Last week, it was just like waking up in a cold sweat.
Oh no, but you're better now.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's been a rough week. I'm not sure how your week was because I haven't really been around. But it is good to be back and good to be feeling better. Good morning, Candy.
Good morning, Candy.
And good morning, John. Good morning, Nana Mama Cat.
Good
Hello,
morning, John. Good morning, Nana Mama Cat.
hello, Bud Files and Sarah's Crochet and so on. It's good to see you guys.
Good morning, Bud's Files, and good morning, Sarah.
I'm gonna grab some tea. Hey,
Good morning,
Gwen.
Mama Gwen.
How's everybody doing today?
Oh,
Yeah, so this week, updates for me is just because of being sick, I did really not a lot. I laid in bed. I watched a couple of movies, watched all like my favorite feel good movies to try, like if you're feeling good watching Pride and Prejudice, maybe you'll start to feel like better. But good morning, Trisha.
good
Good to see
morning,
you.
Trisha.
Um, but I was not feeling like crocheting I didn't crochet for like pretty much the whole week, like 7 days, except I did make a couple little flowers because I had some happy mail to get off. And I finally got those done and out in the mail yesterday. And then I also yesterday worked a little bit on my granny square rectangular blanket that I'm making.
Good morning, Sandra.
Hello,
Hello.
John. Good morning, Sandra. Yeah, so that's basically what's been going on for me. And how has your week been? Because I mean, I didn't even go hang out in Zoom or anything. I was so
Oh, my week has been
miserable.
quiet.
Quiet week.
Yeah, it was a good week, though.
Good morning, Deirdre.
Good morning, Deirdre.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it was just quiet. Um, I just worked on all my blankets and my socks. All my blankets. My many.
How many are you actively working on?
3.
Oh, yeah, Mama Swift says Zoom flu. It's the truth. Although it is like the season, it's the season, cold and flu and all of that. And of course, working at a school around all those little kidlets. I was basically home for 3 weeks with the holiday break and then went back to work for 5 days and came down with the flu. Yeah,
That's terrible.
I know. Oh man. But I do not wish this on anybody. Sandra says going to be doing some work that she brought home, so she's in observer mode. Let's see what observer video we have here. Maybe we could play Keri's observer. Here we go. This is for you, Sandra, and anybody else that may be observing or dividing their attention.
Tell me that you're ready to go. I'll be here waiting.
All the elephants love it.
I do too. Hmm. So,
Oh,
I'm looking at the date and seeing how it's already January 25th, and I'm like, what? Hello, Jen Reeves. Well, thank you for observing. We appreciate you.
good morning, Jen Reeves.
Oh my goodness, Deirdre. She says she's finally recovered from an upper respiratory infection
Oh,
that she's
no.
been sick with since Christmas Eve. Oh man. Yeah. Well, you know how like those little colds, they just start out, you're like, oh, yeah, I kind of have a swollen gland or whatever, or you've got like this little cough. I'm just like, I've got a little cough. And the little cough became a big cough. And yeah, pleasant. But, so you're still working simultaneously on the sock. Is that correct?
Yeah, I have 2 more inches, and then I can start on the heel where I'm at on the other sock.
Uh-huh. Now, how is the heel different for those of us who haven't made any kind of sock, crochet, knit? Do you know what you'll do
It's
for the heel,
just
or is it
a
a pattern
different.
you're
It's just a single crochet like the rest of the sock. It's just done in orange. In
so you're just
orange.
going to keep going in a circle. You're not like changing
No,
the.
once the heel starts, you go back and forth
Good morning, Angela.
instead of around in the circle.
Yeah.
Good morning, Angela.
So it'll go back and forth and change the
Yeah, it'll
shape.
go back and forth for, I think it's a 30 stitches or something that you go back and forth. And it's like 10 or 15 rows or something for the heel.
Okay. So then you're going to do one heel and then the other heel, and then how
And then,
far beyond the
and then,
heel?
well, this is what the sock looks like.
Awesome.
And I
That's
don't know how much of the crew part, it's a crew sock, but I don't know how much of the crew I'm going to make because I like anklets.
yeah.
Oh,
And do you know who
where did I put
the
it?
pattern is by?
I do. It's, let me get to the pattern. It's by Olga Poltreva,
Poltava?
and this is the sock. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Cindy. Good morning. I'm going to make you solo so we can see it. Oh, I like how that one is like green and purple. That's cool. I mean, I know you're using different colors, but cute. Very cool.
This is my February project.
Good morning, little Keri.
Good morning,
Welcome,
Cindy. Good morning,
Angela.
Keri.
Because I got the chicken and things. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of trying to do a mindless project at the moment with three double crochets, just little granny stitch around a blanket. Thank you, Keri. Yeah, it's been a rough week, but I am glad to be feeling better. I'm glad that we at least had a holiday on Monday, and then I only missed 4 days of work. Cindy says, "So good to see you all this morning." Oh, oh. So plans. I'm sorry. I think I started to ask you and then got distracted. What? How many blankets do you currently have that you're interchanging with your socks?
3. Well, so that this one I
That
made
one.
just as a baby blanket, but I'm going to continue the process and make it big and give it to my doctor for her baby. So she has a
Oh,
grow with me blanket
okay. All right.
because the person that was going to get this blanket, um, I was giving it to somebody for somebody else and they haven't been around. So the somebody else hasn't been around. The person that was going to get it has been around. But and then they're both the Cove. Then this one.
Yeah. Whoop, there we go. The colors in that
And
are really nice.
and then I pulled this one out of
Hey,
retirement.
Laura.
Hi Laura, good morning.
Ooh,
It's
wow.
almost it's almost done. So I just pulled it out of my whip basket.
That's very nice.
So
So it's almost like, and what pattern is that one? That's really pretty.
this is the Bavarian stitch.
Yeah, very pretty. Yeah. So little Carrie, when I went to the doctor's office on Wednesday, because I had already been sick more than a few days, they didn't test me for the flu. Um, they said because they can't do anything for me, but that I'm pretty sure that's what I have because I have basically all the classic symptoms. So,
Good morning, Kim.
hey Kim, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah, that Bavarian stitch is really beautiful. I want to make something with that. It makes the granny stitch look so like kindergarten. you know.
It's a fun stitch.
It just says, I'm going to have to try to crochet a pair of socks. I'm knitting a pair now using vanilla sock pattern by the Crazy Sock Lady. Yeah. Yeah, Tim, it's been a while. It's good to see you. But yeah, when you're not feeling well, what is like if but you do want to crochet, what is your go-to? Do you still work the challenging patterns or do you pick up a granny sparkling?
Me, I work whatever I'm working on.
Yeah,
Like
I love.
The Cove is a really fun blanket, you guys. If you um, haven't got the book from Shelley by Shelley Husband, it's um, I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's a fun blanket.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Kim says that the flu hit her family hard. Oh gosh. Well, I'm hoping for no relapse. I mean, I'm gonna just keep laying low for, you know, whatever whatever time I can this weekend, and then just see how it goes to get back to work next week. And luckily, no one else at the house, you know, seems to be afflicted. So once I started really like showing symptoms, my husband went and slept in the guest room like the entire week, including last night. And, he, ever since he got the C a couple of years ago, he seems to have just like a little chest congestion almost at all times or something where he's clearing his throat or has a little cough, but he hasn't, nothing has, no symptoms have shown up for him. So that's good. Hello, Tracy Huber and Mandy. Good to see you. Good to see you
Hi,
guys.
Tracy and Mandy. Good morning.
Yeah. So, how is everybody else doing? Have you guys, now that we're, winding up our first month of the year, have you guys finished a lot of things? Do you have a lot of finished objects that you've already done? I mean, for me, all I've really made this month are some flowers and some ladybugs. Made a few of these little guys. This one I got a little overzealous on the spots.
That's cute. Well, all ladybugs have different different
Yeah,
amount of
yeah. Like
spots.
this one, no spots. This one, very, very arranged spot. But yeah, so
Does anybody know what signifies how many spots a ladybug has?
huh, Mandy, I'm not, oh, thank you. At first I wasn't sure if you were talking to me or to Keri. Um, I am using four different colors of um, Smooth Move microfiber. I'm using black and red, very standard black and red, and then I'm using a dark country blue. And the fourth color is kind of a greenish color, and it is called Spa. So very simply Spa. um, and so I got a bunch of this on clearance going on 2 years ago now at Hobby Lobby for $1.37 a skein. And I'm pretty sure that I originally bought like four of every color in that kind of yarn. So I've used the black and the red for some things. So I guess we'll just see, how big I can make this rectangular blanket. Wow, hello Heidi.
Good morning, Heidi.
Mama Swift says 7 FOs so far for 2025. Yeah, wow, that's awesome. Let me come back up. Listening to you all as I cast on a hat. I have not finished much. I've been pretty much full time with Mama. She had a pacemaker put in right before Thanksgiving and can no longer be by herself. Okay. Wow. And then Deirdre says, it seems like January flew by so fast. I really feel like it did. And except this week. This week went by slow. um, Sam says, my mom always told me the number of spots equals their age in years, lol. Oh, yeah, Laura says, I thought it was their age. I really didn't even think about their spots, their age spots. That would be kind of funny if that's true. And then Heidi said hello. And then, aw, Kim, that has to be hard. And then, what hat are you casting on?
Somebody said it was their species.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Angela said, I finished. Oops, did I read that already?
Good
Finished two.
morning, Lacey.
Hey,
Lacey's
Lacey.
been a member for 2 months.
Finished 2 baby blankets, and I'm trying to finish up other projects and get 4 more blankets started and done. Wow, very lofty goals there. I like it. Yeah, their lifespan is supposed to be less than a year, so yeah. And Kim says she's doing a tubular cast on for the Snow Dreamer hat. And then Lacey said hello and shalom. Little Carrie says, Kim, I've got snowberry mittens in my cart from that same designer. Kim, she's funny. She's like, it's sad they only live, you know, for like about a year. I love them so much and they're vital for ecosystems, but I hate the Asian beetles and their stinking hell. Oh, Lacey, thank you for continuing to be a mindful maker. Let me play this for you. Little Carrie asked if you took your meds already, Carrie, and she did right before the live. I saw her. I witnessed it.
Good morning, Rachel.
Hello, Rachel. Good to see you. Yeah. So you guys have some various projects on your hook, from hats to blankets and socks. And what are your weekend plans? Anybody going anywhere or doing anything today?
I'm going to my mom's today to play cards and to hold my grandson.
Aww. There you go. Rainbow hearts loaded.
Thank you.
Here, I'm gonna. This is my med. Some stash English breakfast tea. I almost, during this week, I almost moved my little warmer into my bedroom so that I could have my tea kept warm there. But I was I was just too tired. I didn't even have the energy to come over here and unplug it and move it like 10 feet into another room. Kim says, I'm getting so close to being done 100% with Sophie. I'm on row 98. Oh, wow. How many rows is Sophie? Is it like 111 or something?
I
I
don't
don't even have
remember.
the pattern, so I don't know. I just read that the spots warn other bugs to stay away. The spots tell other bugs, don't eat me. I taste terrible. That is funny. So crazy here. All the Christmas is still up and in the studio. Oh, wow.
Oh, it goes up to 118.
118. Wow. I'm going to pick up the last of a big stash of knitting machine things we started picking up last week. So exciting, but a big job. Oh, wait, she says, oops, 113.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I guess I was close when I said 111. Very cute. Wow. That, I mean, definitely finishing Sophie, that's a big accomplishment. So, if you're at 98, you've got, maybe like 15 rows to go. Um, how long do you think finishing up those last 15 rounds will go for you? And little Carrie says, hubby is coming to help because I can't lift all of it. Rachel says, I'm off Tuesday and need to clean and reorganize my craft room. And Kim says, Sophie has been on my hook since 2016, LOL. This is the year. It sounds like this is the year then. Wow, 3 flatbed knitting machines, one of which is electric. Today's pickup is a lot of patterns and some cones of yarn. Wow. And where did all this knitting stuff come from? I've been out of the loop. Your little Carrie says, holy moly, Kim, that's a long whip. Yeah. Yeah, we all do, right? Kim says, I get distracted with all the other whips. Nana Mama Cat is listening as she makes Alfredo sauce. Yum. I haven't had Alfredo sauce in a while.
Yum.
Unless you count the little microwave meals, which I don't really count. Yeah, Rachel says, I think we all get distracted. LOL. Yeah. You're just currently working on 2 projects, the Kaleidoscope blanket by Fiber Spider, and she is knitting a pair of socks. Awesome. It's from a lady who is older and no longer able to knit on them, but wanted them to go to a good home. So my friend and I are splitting all the supplies. Hello, Nisi. Good morning.
Good morning, Nisi.
Oh, man. So, Carrie, it is about 8:30. Would you like to read your devotional?
Sure. Trying to pull these stitch markers out. I was counting the rows and then I decided, ain't gonna do that.
Oh, all right.
Well, it doesn't give you the amount of rows to do, it just tells you how many inches. Supernatural, wait a minute. Desire, discernment. That's the one we're on. You have dealt well with your servant, O Lord, according to your word. Teach me good discernment and knowledge, for I believe in your commandments. Psalms 119, 65, and 66. Spiritual discernment is extremely important for Christ followers. So important that the Bible says we should desire it, yearn for it, pray for more. What exactly is spiritual discernment? It's the ability to analyze, understand, and judge from an enlightened perspective what is and is not from God, because the Lord knew how confused we can get when we're inundated with things not from God. In the course of our everyday. He sent a helper, the Holy Spirit, to enable us to distinguish the difference. Dear Papa God, with so many differing viewpoints today about the meaning of your word, I desperately need discernment that comes from you alone. Help me to hear your voice, do your will, and share your love. Amen.
And good morning, Leslie. She says, happy Saturday.
Good morning,
Sorry,
Leslie. Good morning, Aisha Joe.
She has got a sore back and knees from work. She got thrown into the shipping department. And Asia Joe says, just swinging in to say hi to you both and to all in the chat. Nisi says, hi, Keri. As soon as I get well, I'll be getting that yarn ready to ship to you. Oh, I think she was talking to little Keri.
Little Keri, yep.
Yeah, okay. And then Nisi says she was feeding the fur babies and little man, so she's late coming in, no worries. And Lacey says, I've always had great discernment since I can remember, and it's only grown stronger over the years. Yeah, the best tool for discernment is comparing it to the word. Amen, says Laura. Yeah. Yes, may we all be able to accurately discern. Asia Joe says, I hope y'all are enjoying this day we've been given. Sorry I have been MIA and can't stay long. Life be lifin', LOL. Yeah, we know. Yes. Yeah, we all need a shirt that just says, life be lifin'.
Have I mentioned lately that I hate these light bulb stitch markers?
Oh, is that what you're using in there? Are they
Yeah.
metal? Are they
Yeah,
metal?
they're metal.
Oh. Oops.
They
Yeah.
always poke me.
Yeah, they are sharp. They are definitely sharp. Deirdre says, Amen. Yes, I pray for discernment all the time, so I'll be able to distinguish between a voice from the Lord and any other voice. It can get confusing. Yeah. Jen says, those are sharp buggers.
They are. I got them by accident.
Oh, whoops. How did that happen?
I ordered them on Temu by mistake.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure what I thought they were. But they're so small compared to the normal stitch markers that.
Uh-huh. And you were hoping for something small?
Yeah, I mean, and they are small.
Yeah.
They're perfect for socks, but not every row.
And
that's what I was doing.
Well, are you leaving one at a specific one so then that way you know, okay, that was row 25?
No, this is 2 inches till I'm done.
Asia Joe said, I say it to my husband often, LOL. I told him it's my hip and cool phrase and to get with the times. LOL. And Cindy says, amen about discernment. Yeah. Yeah. I think we are, especially in this information age, we are bombarded by information. It comes at us from all directions, from the people in our current circle, the comes at us from the internet and from the news and the TV and everything. And we also just need to try to figure out what to listen to and what to not listen to, because it can be so, all the noise can be so overwhelming. And I think we need to really be able to take a step back and try not to get overwhelmed by all that information that's hitting us. So yeah, and trying to use a filter of discernment to figure out what is really important and necessary.
Okay, for those of you guys that were at my live yesterday when the light kept going on and off and I said I had a ghost, it's been doing that this morning. But I want you to know that as soon as I settled down and turned everything off and just sat here and crocheted, it didn't go off.
Hmm.
Weirdest thing. Got out of Zoom and it just stopped. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, wow. Yeah. Lacey says sometimes I just wake up knowing things and then he confirms for me what he showed me. Yeah. That is profound. So for me today, I'm pretty much going to work on this blanket while I've got the energy, and um, while I have time today, and then I do have a work meeting. There's an all staff meeting at the YMCA where I teach Red Cross classes, and so yeah, and then that is supposed to be less than 2 hours. I think I should have enough energy for that, right? I gotta
Mm-hmm.
I gotta psych myself up to leave the house. I haven't left the house in like 8 days.
Oh no.
um. Oh no, wait. I take that back. I did go to the doctor on Wednesday. My
Yeah, to
husband.
find out absolutely nothing. I hate that.
Yeah. Well, no. I found out stuff. I found out that my blood pressure was a little high. I found out that my temperature was normal that day. I found out that I don't have pneumonia. I found out some good things, right? I know
Oh, so
that.
they did rule some stuff out.
Well, yeah. I mean, they listened to my heart, they listened to my lungs, they looked in my ears. She says, I've got a little congestion in my ears, which is normal, and my throat was looking a little irritated. So they did look me over. They did a basic
I,
exam.
another, I bet you, another
Medicare.
Medicare call.
Yeah. Well, don't answer it. Just ignore it.
Okay.
Yeah. Kim says, I agree. The internet is a double edged sword. It can be used for destruction and for spreading the message. Yeah. Leslie says it may be a sign to take a little time for you and just relax. Yeah. Demons love messing with electricity and devices, says Lacey Lavender. Asia Joe says, my blanket never lays flat down.
It's my mom.
Sorry, I can't talk right now. Um,
Mara won't let me.
it's maybe, yeah. Well, in 19 minutes, tell her you'll call her back in 19 minutes. um, my blanket never lays flat down. Maybe I
She
crochet
never
too
calls
tight.
me though, so let me text her really quick.
Yeah. And Nisi says hello to Kim. And Lacey says, Mara, I haven't left mine since last year on the 30th. Oh, okay. So you've been hanging out at home for 26 days. 27 days. Asia Joe, sometimes no news is good news. They say often to military wives and people with possible
Hi,
long
Amy
illness.
T.
And little Carrie says, how are you feeling, Carrie? Are you fully recovered from whatever was bothering you?
Yep. Who asked that, little Keri?
Yeah.
I hope
And
so.
Kim says, I found out Monday I needed glasses like all the time. I was given reading glasses 10 years ago, but never was told I need to wear them. Now I have to wear them all the time. Yeah, it happens. It's like overnight. Like one day you can walk around without glasses, and then the next day you're like, I can't see. So yeah, I get it. My right eye is still recovering from that second cataract surgery. And so for those of you that don't know, last year I think it was the end of January or the beginning of February, I don't even remember. I had my first cataract surgery in my left eye. And then back in the first week of January, I had the opportunity to um, like bump up my surgery. It was scheduled for February 12th, and they said they had a cancellation, and would I like to bump it up? So I had my second cataract surgery on the 7th, and so yeah, after I had that, then I got sick. So I've just been my eyes recovering, and then of course my face is recovering, and yeah. And I started my third round of Invisalign, so pretty much everything from the chest up. Anyway, Lacey says, I really don't mind. I'm a reclusive hermit. Yeah.
Oh, Amy T came across the video last night from someone who works at Joann's. Well,
Oh,
spill the beans.
yes. Amy did. Sorry I didn't say hello. Amy, good to see you. And Mama Swift is asking Asia Joe what pattern she's working on. And Nisi says, hello, Mama Swift. I haven't been able to check. Have you decided when I think that's supposed to be luck of the draw 10 will start? And Lacey says, I'll leave in the spring. There you go. I came across a video. Somebody works at Joanne. Okay. So then Kim says, I was actually scared because it seems like in a week my close-up became blurry. Apparently I have astigmatism in both eyes and am far and nearsighted, but more farsighted. Oh, okay. So you're having more issue with the close-up than the far away, which when you're doing work like this, like crocheting and knitting and all the yarny things, it's very hard to not be able to see close up. And so now that right now I'm able to see far out of both of my eyes, then I have to wear my glasses for all that close up stuff. Yeah. Oh, Amy says they will be bought and liquidated.
That's if no other buyers outbid him. Now, for those of you who are like freaking out about Joanne being liquidated, for all of you that like Big Twist, Big Twist is made by Premier.
Oh, okay.
So I don't think Premier's going to stop making Big Twist. Gloria, I think I got your number. Welcome in, Gloria.
um,
Good morning.
yes. Yeah, it is the Capullo shrug that I have behind me. It's by Expression Fiber Arts, an Expression Fiber Arts pattern. And I used my Yarn Snob Yarns by Keith Powerball to make that. It's the colorway Mermaid. And so it's not as much a cardigan as it's a shrug, a big square with that got folded and made into a shrug with some sleeves.
I think I'm going to pull mine out and make it into a small for my granddaughter.
Right. Do you have one that is?
I have the one I started, but it won't ever fit me. I'm not going to buy more yarn to have it fit me.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too, Amy. Looking like liquidation so far, unless someone buys them soon. Yeah. It's hard because there are really so many places, where you can get your craft supplies, and you have to be able to, you know, adapt the business, but very hard. And yes, Gloria, hello. And little Carrie says, I heard last night at MDL's live that it isn't made by Premiere, so now I don't know what to believe. Huh.
Then who's it made by?
Well, what does it say on maybe the labeling, there's still going to be yarn.
Who makes Big Twist yarn? Who makes Big Twist yarn for Joann's?
According to North Shore Crafts, if you're short on
Spin
time,
Right.
here's a quick answer to your question. Big Twist yarn is manufactured by Spinrite, one of North America's leading craft yarn producers, and is exclusively sold through Joann Fabric and craft stores.
Well, I would think that Spin Right would continue to still make it because it's so
Popular and everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if there's something about the labeling, it might just get
Well, thank you for setting me straight. Spin Right is, and I've heard that too, that Spin Right did do that. I just had forgotten.
Hal Osbelli is the CEO of Premier Yarns and is based in Charlotte, North Carolina. Premier Yarns has a mill in Turkey, according to Google. So, yeah, there we go. Well, where is like the place that you get the majority of your yarn? I mean, is it Joann? Is it where do you go to Michael's? Do you go to Joann? Do you do online retailers? For the
I do
majority of
online
if you're
retailers.
if you're
I went
buying
into
yarn.
I went into Joann's one time, and that was when I thought I was going to do amigurumi. Not, I've been in there more than one time, but this particular time I went in to buy stuff for amigurumi plants. What do you mean from Keri? LOL.
Yeah, little Carrie really likes Big Twist. That's where she gets her yarn from Carrie.
Oh, right.
I said, where do you get the majority of your yarn?
Right. She's
Yes,
getting
I
it.
know.
She
A whole
does get
bunch
a
of
lot
my
of yarn.
yarn is from Carrie too. But yeah, I mean, I have now, especially with doing a YouTube channel, I'm trying to get yarn from from small people that are doing dyeing, like from other YouTubers that are dyeing their own yarn. And I'm trying to, bought a little bit of yarn from Hobby and, um, I, I do go to Hobby Lobby because now we've got one, closer than any other Joanne or Michael's. And um, so it's just kind of easier. Like I bought a little bit of yarn at the dollar store. I bought, like, and so yeah. Amy says, Joanne, they have the biggest selection. Leslie says, I have a mix
Well,
of Joanne, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. Oh, yeah, Walmart. I get a lot at Walmart too, right? Because that's like what's close, And Sam says, Michael is in close contact with a VP from Joann's, and he was saying it's time to panic buy. LOL. He bought loads of big twist. It's time to panic buy. Well, sure. Everybody rush to Joann's and buy a bunch of yarn, and then maybe they'll come out of bankruptcy. Nisi says, I'm leaning more to online retailers. It's cheaper to pay shipping than spending gas to get to the city and not being sure if they're going to have what you need. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, and what I was going to say about shopping at Joann's, I went and bought all of like carrot, terracotta, various shades of green and brown, and the color of plants and dirt and the pots, anything that I think would look good in a pot color. I bought. I must have spent $150 on big twist yarn. I got one great big. I bought 6 great big huge. They're like duffel bags, but they're huge. They hold a ton of yarn.
Yeah.
And so I have one of those that's full of big twist.
Yeah. Nisi says, I'm not going to panic buy. There's other yarn out there. I have more than I need right now anyway. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have enough yarn to keep me going. And I don't like to see businesses fail. It doesn't even, well, like it, of course, the business does matter. I want an ethical business, right? But I mean, I don't like to see businesses fail. I want to see a good economy and everything, and a good economy is good for all of us. So I don't appreciate that, but life will go on if Joanne does have to close. And
yeah,
so,
it will. The thing that I'm kind of worried about is the people who do sewing and stuff. Where are they going to get their fabric?
Yeah. I mean, well, there are other places that sell fabric. That's, we have we live in a capitalist country or capitalist world where, there's always competition, So, yeah. Yeah, I know. I mean, and I definitely want to be able to afford the goods, and so you want to have some competition so that it can help maintain pricing, affordable pricing and things like that. Anyway, I would say in general, I don't know if panic buying is a good thing or not. Kim says Spinrite owns the yarn brands Bernat, Karen, Lily Sugar and Cream, Peyton's, Fentex, and Peaches and Cream. Yeah. Spinrite acquired Coates and Clark and added famous brands like Red Heart, Coates and Clark, Aunt Lydia, and Susan Bates to its portfolio. Well, there we go. They're holding on to it. Yeah. So if you are looking for the latest,
Can you buy directly through Spinrite? Can you buy yarn directly through Spinrite?
I am not sure.
Spin Right sells crafting products that from coast to coast in North America and maintains its position in North America's largest marketer of. Yes, you can. And they sell all kinds of stuff. Well, wait a minute. No, it's just career opportunities and the life with them.
Yeah. Yeah, they may just be like a holding company. Kim says, from going through chapter 11 with several companies, I have a feeling Joann's is done for. If it is bought, it will have a new business model that will probably be hated. Such was the fate of Circuit City. I was the operations manager and got to see it go down firsthand, and it is ugly for employees. Yeah, it is really horrible to employees. I think sometimes they hide info from the employees as much as possible. I went through it with Cox Communication. Yeah, I remember when Fry's Electronics was really struggling, and you went there and there was literally nothing on the shelves. They weren't getting any deliveries. And when you asked the employees, they were like, I don't know. I'm like, do you think you're going to get a delivery of such and such? I don't know. I mean, they really didn't know anything. And I felt really bad. It was sad. Yeah. And so Jen says, I heard that Premiere makes Big Twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who said that?
I think Jen Reeves. I think that is what we were saying.
Yeah, Spin Right makes it, Jen. I was wrong.
So yes, if Big Twist is one of your favorites, I would follow Michael's advice and get what you want while you can. Yeah. Yeah. I'm
This light is going to make me crazy.
Waiting for the big super sale. If it is coming, then I'll get as much as I can and give some to the guys. Yeah. Wow. Well, we are coming up on the top of the hour. Time flies when you're having fun. So I am hoping that everybody has a great rest of your day and your weekend, and that you do something fun, that you get some crochet or fiber arts in general in. And and Keri, I hope that you have a great time with your mom and your family and the grandson, getting to hold that little baby, that little cutie.
I'll take some videos for sure.
Yeah.
Just pray that my dad has patience today.
Yeah.
Because the man is the most impatient person I know. Like if I'm in the middle of a conversation and it's my turn to play cards, Keri Ann, it's your turn. Speaking, is that okay? Why are you in a hurry? Where do you have to go? Nowhere. So slow your roll. Hi, Krista.
Oh, yeah, it's funny. I'll read some final comments here before we go. Kim says we had to sign papers that we could not talk about the closing or it would risk our own payout. They want the employees to work till the end and then just leave them with nothing. Yeah. Deirdre says, would you ladies believe I've never used Big Twist yarn? I am a Red Heart girl who recently tried and fell in love with Premier Basics. There you go. I've used some Big Twist. And Jen says, later, Gators. And there's Krista. Hi, y'all. Left a thumb. Thanks, Krista. Kim says, I have never used it either. So she hasn't used Big Twist. Kim says, I think I own 1 or 2 skeins, but never used it. I'm pretty sure I used it for a blanket, because you can get big quantities of it. But my big thing is I want anti-pill. I don't really want to make something and then it just pills up. And I can't remember if Big Twist is a pill, like pills a lot. I seem to remember Nisi having an issue with some yarn that she got, or maybe it wasn't as soft or something. I can't remember what the issue was, Nisi. Leslie says it's time for coffee, but I'll be around. Krista says, no, Keri, I'm the most impatient person I know.
No, you don't know my dad. He's 77, and I'm telling you, my mom's
Hello,
like, what is
Ellen.
your hurry? Sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I know. Like, we could all work on our patience. Take some deep breaths. That's my big thing. Take a deep breath. And Ellen says, happy Saturday, Mara and Keri and chat friends. And Nisi says, I
Remember, one
haven't
man
tried
act of
Premier
kindness.
yarn yet, but I'd like to. I'll have to wait for the next good sale and get some so I can try it out.
Who said that?
Nisi.
Mm.
And then Nisi typed in Yogi, and Nightbot says, be kind to yourself.
Oh, I am, Leslie. I'm very thankful that he's around.
Yeah. Compassion is the constant act of giving oneself to others. Yes, I like that mindfulness quote for Krista. And Jen says, I think all yarns pill, but maybe not as much as others. Yeah. Thank you, Krista. Yeah, it's good to be feeling at least well enough to sit here for an hour chatting with you guys.
Oh, so she changed her lives, her members' lives to Saturday?
I'm sorry, who?
Michi? Michi wanted to
Yeah,
surrender love.
a couple weeks ago she did as well. Yeah. And the big twist yarn that came out between 2019 and 2020 was super scratching and very weak. It broke with a little tug, but it's improved. The 2022 batch is good. Oh, good. And there's Christy at Honeybee Hedgehog Creative.
Good morning,
Good morning.
Christy.
Good morning to you. And Krista says, it was just another live for me. She didn't change. It's extra. Yeah. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us. Really appreciate it. Hope that you have a great rest of your day. Take care and be kind.
And remember, one random act of kindness can change the world. Love you guys. Hi, Ellen.
Bye.